Today I have a really cool social skills lesson for you. So we're going to take a little bit of break from our math, writing, and reading because I'm sure you guys are working on those at home. And today we're going to focus on a social skill. And the reason I picked this idea for a lesson is because we're all at home right now and we're all probably feeling a little bit frustrated that we're having to do our schoolwork at home. And it's been quite a few months of us doing this. And one skill that I really wanted to work on today was the skill of asking for help. And I know that's going to look different in all of our homes and different for all of us, but I would like to break down that skill and have you guys be able to practice that with your families, with your siblings, anyone in your home that you might see, because it's really important that we're able to communicate when we need help instead of getting frustrated or angry. And for some of us that might look a little bit differently. We might be using our picture icons to communicate. Some of us may use hand gestures to communicate, but I'm going to break down the skill and then you can modify it however you need in your home. So our skill today is asking for help. So the first thing is when we're going through that skill is we have to know when we need help. So an example would be you're working on the worksheets that Ms. Chavez gave you, and you look at the math page and you're feeling really frustrated because you don't remember how to do it. Now, instead of crumbling it up or pushing it to the side and saying, I don't want to do it, you could ask someone in your home for help. It could be an older brother or sister. It could be mom, grandma, aunt, uncle, anyone who you think might be able to help you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at them. You're going to get your eyes and you're going to look at them so they know that you're ready to communicate with them. Now, your next step would be you're going to address them. That means you're going to talk to them, say their name so you can get their attention. Mom, I need help with my math page. So those are the first two steps. You need to look at them so they know you want to talk to them. You're going to address them. You're going to say their name. And then the third step I demonstrated already, but you're going to use a nice talk, your polite words to ask them for help. Because if I just say, I need help and I need it now, do you think that someone's going to want to come help me when I'm asking that way? Probably not, because I'm not being very kind. So let's break down those steps. We're going to look at the person. We're going to address them, say their name. And then we are going to use our nice voices, our polite talk. So here's another one. I'm going to pretend I'm talking to my brother. Brother, could you please help me with my math? It's a little hard and I need some help. Look at how easy that was. Now let's give another example. What if I am in my house and I'm in my kitchen and I want to get a snack, but I can't quite reach the cabinets where the snacks are at? Instead of getting really mad and frustrated and crying or kicking the cabinets, I'm gonna go find someone in my house that can help me. So maybe I look at my grandma and my first step is I'm gonna look at her so she knows I'm trying to talk to her. Grandma, could you please help me get a snack from the drawer, from the cabinet? I can't reach it. And it's very simple to do so. And it's a skill that I want you to practice, because your first reaction oftentimes when you need help with something and it becomes too difficult is to feel frustrated, angry, and upset. And that is not good for us. And that is when we start to escalate a bit, and that's when we maybe might start crying or hitting or kicking walls. And so we want to maintain at a calm state. So that is how we can really practice in our homes. And I know it's not going to be easy at first, especially because we've been quarantined for quite some time. Now, for some of you, it's going to look very differently in the home. So if you are using your picture icons, this could be a great way to practice asking for help. So you would have your picture icons in front of you, and the main thing I want you to focus on is using that eye contact. Making sure you're locking eye contact with the person and then pointing to your picture icons. Another way that you can do it if you don't have your picture icons at home is hand gestures. So making sure you're locking in on that eye contact, because when you show eye contact, that means that you are grabbing that person's attention. And then maybe the gestures that you would use at home, if it's a hand raise, if it's a wave, if you have some type of signal or a sign language that you're using at home, that would be appropriate as well. And all of our needs are different, and so it's gonna look different in all of our homes, but this is a skill that we can all practice. And even if you just start with the eye contact, because that is a huge skill that we all have to practice, and it is very challenging for most of us. So even if we're just practicing on locking eye contact and getting that person's attention before we're addressing them, that could be a great skill. I hope all of you are doing so well. Tomorrow we're gonna have a math lesson, so I thought it would be a little bit of a break to do a social skills lesson, and I'll continue to do these because I know they're very important. Have a great rest